Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'll be going through my AFL Fantasy best AFL rookies, so the cash cows for round 6, and going through who's the best, who's the worst, and who's going to be really needed to be faded out soon, and who we can wait on for another couple of weeks, and really look to them to be cash generation tools for us as we look to get into the up, down, and upgrading phase of the AFL fantasy season. So before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, is it better that I move this? Do we really need to say? No, it should be fine if I just do that, and yeah. So if we look here, and I'm going to do it by break evens, right? And then, so obviously Mitchell is the star choice if you wanted a new guy, as he's at 229k, so not much more than a 200k rookie. Looks good, scored 64 in the first game and got out to like 45 or something like that. It was mid 40s in the first half, I believe. So I think he could easily pick up games of 80 or so. But I think his baseline would be around a 50 or so. So that'll be really good cash gen, even for just a couple of weeks, just to get him up to the likes of 300, 320k. Like a break even of -2 and another 60 score would be a rise of around 45, 50k. And that would be huge. Just 2 or 3 weeks of that and you get 150k out of a guy. And you can move him plus another rookie on your bench and upgrade them to, with a little bit of cash left over, like a 500, 600k guy. And then move these guys on to someone even better, but also just try and guess that 500k guy that has a late season rise. Radaglia, don't like, to be honest. Williams has done all right, but I don't think he has that big volatile scoring punch that you need to get good scoring. Fergus Green is sort of what I envision Williams to do, and you just need that big 75 or so game to really have a good scoring or fancy price push. Ned Moyle had that big push in round 1 and got his price up to 268, but I don't think he's obviously a good option now with Wits maybe even coming back this week. It might hold for another week, Moyle, but I don't think he's going to be much long-term prospect. Bergman hasn't played in a couple of weeks. Roberts had 3 consecutive subs and then didn't play, and then got he got into the starting 20. He got into the starting 18 actually, and I believe he started on the wing, and is now 213 with a break even of -6. So he's an option, but I don't like his long term future with Stevens coming back to that role. And it was, I think, more so the fact that they needed to rotate Blakey and Florent into the back line to help out with the severe injuries that they had, that another wingman spot opened up. Johnson, I like if he gets named in the middle. Chesser is injured. Young has done all right, but doesn't really have that scoring potential. Euland hasn't played and doesn't look like he's going to play anytime soon, to be honest. Sturt had a 43, but just not... He's sort of similar to Williams in that he'll get 40s, I think, and will sort of just peter up towards 300 or so K. Ned Long looks to be injured, so he's racing the clock to play, and I hope tonight when teams get named, he gets named, because that will be huge if he does get named. With my, even if he just gets named, I need one of Mackenzie or him to get named, and I think Mackenzie should probably get named this week over in as he's had that sort of rest game a little bit for the Hawks. Then you got Mansell, don't really like terribly much, but a break even of 14. Phillips, a break even of 16. Gould, a break even of 17. He actually played. That was pretty funny seeing him, and he actually scored 35 off the vest, and I don't think he'll get the vest this week. I think he has to start with the taller Geelong backline. I think he has to play. And that'll probably mean that the likes of, I think, Cunningham probably slides back in the rotation now, as they just need height against Geelong. And Samson Ryan is looking good, getting those price rises. He's sort of similar to those guys averaging 40 in that he did have one bad game, a couple of bad games here, but got a 51 back and should score again all right against, who are they playing? Who are they playing? They've got Melbourne. He probably is going to actually struggle. So he's probably going to put up a 40 or so here, go up by another 20k or so, and get up to 280, 285. But I don't see him doing much more than that. Artie Jones is alright, but he sort of doesn't have that scoring punch. Amos got onto the marks really well and scored really well. A couple of goals in that as well to help him. And then you have Corey Warner here, 19, not the best. Is there anyone else here? Philippou is on 19, break even, and this looks like a steal for anyone that kept him. If we look, I've already lost his. Where is he? Here he is. 54% owned, I believe, still, which pretty good. Because I believe 53.9%. I believe he was sitting at around 60% owned, 61% owned. Does this give us the ownership? I keep on losing Philippou. Here we go. Ownership 50%, 60%, 57, 54, 53. So when he dropped this stinker here, this 40, after another 40, we saw a decrease of 2.7% ownership, right? 2.7% ownership. That is huge decrease just to miss out on these two huge games here. As he now sits at, he's sitting at not 356, is he? Sitting at 392. So a lot of these people missed out on, a lot of people here have missed, or 3 or 4% here, or even 6% have missed out on what, a roughly 75, 80k from him in the last couple of weeks. And now he's got a really good break even. And it looks to me like he's going to skyrocket in price now up towards that 450, 500k. We just need one good game, another 60 or 70, and he gains another 25, 30k, as well as the fact that if we look back here, because I lost it on the other screen, he loses a 54 out of his rotation. So if we get a 60, that means that that's bettering his score there that he dropped. And then if we also get another good score the week after, he drops a 42 and then a 40. So he might have a really good break even for the next 3 games. And with Membry coming back this week, I think he gets a better role. So that's just better for him. Van Rooyen, I think, gets dropped here. As we go through these guys, it's switched again. That's not the best. Davey, I'm hoping, is back. Davey, I'm hoping, is back, but don't know with him. Pedlar is, I think, going to be the better choice out of him and Camaminti now that Camaminti is suspended. So I'm just going to try and get out of Camaminti now and get to a 200k guy. And then, yeah, there isn't really anyone else that I'm looking forward to, I guess, picking in the next couple rounds. So there's that. And, yeah, so that's the video there. Sorry about the interruption there by my dog barking at, I believe, a delivery. So yeah, that's the AFL cash cows for round 6, and you'll see my team reveal for round 6 with a couple of implication. There is a couple of things dependent on team news, as this will be filmed. Everything is filmed on Thursday, so I don't know before team news. So there might be some late changes to my team news, but that will come up in that video. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you guys in another video.